Hi guys, welcome back to FelidomancyHoodoo. Wow, what a week. It's been another one of intense energies, hasn't it? Lots of changes coming in, and yeah, it is confirmed, it is reset time. Everything we've been working towards is now coming to fruition, but yeah, we're still having spirit drop bits here, drop bits there for us to try and catch and sort out. But yeah, big things are going on. Things which have been holding us back have been released, and things which are new, offering new pathways, are coming in. So yeah, it's definitely a time of change, rebirth, and it's time to just basically sit back and be open to receive. Now, we're all aware about Pisces being a healing energy. It's water-based energy. It's quite appropriately, I'm sat down at the beach at the moment to do the stone and the bone throw, but yeah, there's been lots of stuff we've had to let go, things which we thought we'd dealt with, which we obviously haven't, because we've had to work back through them, as well as trying to let things go from people reflecting energies onto us which aren't our issues to deal with. I think that's the easiest way to put it. It's time to follow our own paths. It's yeah, we're being kicked up the backside by spirit now to move forward, and yeah, it's gonna be good. So stay positive, stay open to receive, and expect the unexpected, because there are going to be temptations along the way which are going to try and distract you still, but following your intuition, having a chat with spirit is going to tell you which way is best to go. You'll know it in your heart, you know it in your head, and as we said, if you're a bit confused, have a chat with spirit about it, because they will help guide you. Anyway, we're down here to do a stone throw and a collective bone throw for the full moon in March 2023 for the whole of the collective. As we always say, it's not a personal reading, it's one for everybody, all the energies of the collective, so please just take what relates to you, leave something there for somebody else, because if it doesn't relate to you, then it will be meant for them instead. It's not about the numbers, it's about getting the message out there. If we can all work together towards the greater good as a unit, as a whole, as a one, then it's going to make the world a better place. At least that's the theory behind these videos. This full moon reading, we're going to start off. We're going to do a stone throw first to check the energies of the collective, what we need to work on. Then we're also going to check the chakras and see if there's anything misaligned or which needs unblocking or just needs a little bit of work on, just to balance things out for us. Then we're going to move on to a bone throw just to see what the collective can expect for the next fortnight until the new moon. Let's get a tray out, see what spirits are going to suggest us with and guide us with this week. I'll see you in a second with the tray. As always, I've cleansed the area, I've cleansed the tools, I've cast a circle, and I've called the spirits in. So let's see what spirits and the guides have to suggest for us this week with our energies. Spirits, guides, what does the collective need to work their energies on this week? What do we need to concentrate on? Is there anything misaligned with our chakras? Is there any blockages we need to work on? Where are the energies out for the whole of the collective, please, spirit? What do you need to work on this week? Starting the 5th of March 2023, please. Are we ready? Thank you, spirit. Thank you, guides. Okay, well, we've had a jumper straight off. Playfulness has jumped straight out the bowl. So you don't have to worry about playtime at the moment, so I'm hoping you're all having some fun. Fun's always a good thing to do, so yeah. Looks like we're all working on the playfulness, so that's a good thing. I'm going to put it off to one side for the minute. Now looking over here, you've got your soul stone. Everything else seems to be scattered around the other side at the moment, so it's looking like it's generally pretty balanced, being honest. Even with the energies which have been going on, even with all the major changes and the reset going on, and the new life paths being set ahead of us, everything, we seem to be handling it quite well at the moment. Yeah, there's not much to say on that throw, being honest. The closest things here which really stand out, again, we've got a higher mind, actions right next to it, in the triangle coming around the soul stone here, including the soul stone. So the higher mind needs a bit of work on there. Maybe it's you need to get in touch with spirit, just get a bit of guidance in the meditations, just to know you're going on the right path, and to make sure you're not being distracted by anything which may be coming back in, trying to draw you back into negativities. Maybe there's something you still need to let go. Have a chat with spirit, have a meditation, get in touch, they'll guide you. The creativity is also here as well. Now the playfulness has jumped out, but playing can bring out the creativity as well, so if you're working on a project, then that's a good time to yeah, be a bit more creative with it, have a little bit of fun with it, and something's going to come well, something's going to result from that. It's going to be different for all of us, but you know, it's a different story for us all, but there's something there with creativity as well. It's within the triangle. Maybe you've got to be a bit more creative with your magic. Maybe you've got to be a bit more creative with your spell work, with what you're putting out there, make your manifestations. Maybe you just got to be a bit more open to receive, by spreading a bit more light. Then the light comes back to you. It's like surrounding yourself with positive energy rather than negative energy. It's what you put out there comes back on you. So maybe it's to do with the lines along the lines of that. Looking at the chakras, the third eye needs a bit more work. We also mentioned that about the meditations and stuff. Maybe life's been a bit manic. It's been a really fast-paced year already, with lots of energies just affecting us all in all ways, leading up to these changes for the reset now. So maybe you need to do a little bit of work on your third eye. Your solar plexus also you could do a little bit of work on, as does the throat. Maybe there's something you need to tell somebody, but you haven't quite got the balls to do it, or you're waiting for the right time. Well, in all reality, the right time never comes, does it? So it's probably better just to spit it out and be done with it. At least then everybody involved in that issue can move forward. So yeah, that's the guidance on the stones from the spirit and the guides this week. We should get the bones set out and see what we can expect for the next fortnight. We've already cleansed the area and called the spirits in and cast a circle, so let's just get straight into the stone throw before the tide comes in and washes everything away. The spirits' guides. What can the collective expect for this next fortnight and this next moon cycle between the full moon and the dark moon in March 2023? What's going to be good? What's going to be bad? What's going to surprise us? What's going to be, yeah, what can the collective expect as a whole? What advice and guidance do you have, please, Spirit? Are we ready? Thank you. Well, looking at that straight away, we have 2 on the dice. Now 2 could be an angel number, a life path number. We keep seeing repeated 2s, and possibly it's a synchronicity number to have a look at. Plenty of information online. Have a look on Google. Have a look at a couple and see what relates to you over them. Put that back. Put that back. Starting in the centre, we do have the fox claw, which represents magic. That is right next to the warning bell. So we know there's lots of energies going on at the moment. We know that there's lots of changes and resets, but that feels to me like just be on guard. There might be somebody who's trying to get into your energy. It could be in the 3D, it could be in the 5D. Somebody's trying to work their magic, and it may not be for the best. So keep an eye out on that one. Movement's also there, represented by the compass. It could be waiting for your ships to come in. It could also represent movement, or something you've been waiting for quite a long time, or it could just mean you're going to be doing lots of travelling. But that's also near the warning bell, so maybe there's going to be some movement on there, but you're in 2 minds about it, or you need to be in 2 minds about it. Looking around, put that back onto a 2. You also have the pointer, which is in the middle there. The pointer is actually pointing over to the yes shell. So maybe you're in 2 minds, but Spirit is saying it's worth considering. At least listen. You may not go ahead with whatever comes up there. If somebody comes in with a proposal for a business or something along the lines like that, then it's worth thinking about. Listen to them, but it doesn't mean you have to take it. That's all going to be happening in this next couple of days, I'd say, the start of this coming week. Looking around here, you've got change coming probably about next weekend. The change, it's not just going to be a single change, because the sixpence is there and the sixpence is on the tail side, so it's going to be multiple changes coming in. What did we say at the start about the major reset going on? I'm not getting anything bad on the no shell. I'm not picking up any vibes on the lost shell either, so I'm going to remove them. The health bone there is representing that maybe we've been a bit overindulgent Could be with food, could be with smoking, could be with drinking, could be with exercising, could be with eating too healthily. Something's out of balance a little bit with the health, so that's something for some of us to consider. Again, it may relate to some of us, it may not relate to others, but you'll know if it relates to you, so take it if you will, leave it there for someone else. Now, there seems to be a lot going on around the house here. You've got the key underneath there representing home. You've also got the bolt representing work. You've got a masculine energy represented by that yellow bone. And you've also got communication. So there's going to be lots of communication regarding your home and work going on, which are two major bases of life, aren't they, really? Your house and your work. They are, it's like, they say there's 5 bases to life to find fulfillment and happiness. You've got work, love, family, home, play. That's 2 of the major bases of life and trying to find your way to enlightenment. Being messed with at the moment. I'm not getting a bad vibe on it. It seems like there's going to be a little bit of, I wouldn't say conflict, there's going to be a few challenges, but it's not going to result in anything bad. It's going to come good. Keep the faith, as we said at the start as well. Yeah, what you put out there comes back, so keep it positive. If you don't, then you may end up getting some negativity back instead. Looking around there, trying to keep it in the same sort of timeline. This is going to be like next weekend onwards. You've got the good shell, so maybe that's going to be reiterating here with the stuff going around home and work, with the communications coming in. It's going to be good. It's around the same sort of time, so don't panic over it, don't stress over it. It'll be fine. Keep the manifestations going and the positive mental attitude. It will come. It'll be good. Look around the finally looking around the outside edge. Got a feminine bone there, right next to family. So there, I'm thinking there's going to be a change. Something's going to happen which result in a feminine energy. Now, the feminine energy doesn't have to be female, it can be male or female. It's like the Emperor and the Empress in tarot. We've all got both energies within all of us. It's all a case of the balancing, but somebody with a feminine energy within the family is going to be coming in, possibly with some news near the end of the fortnight, close to the dark moon. You've also got partnership represented by the double tooth there. Now, as I said before, that could be a business, it could be love, it could be friendship. There's a partnership of some sort. It could be you and a sibling, it could be you and a pet. You know, it's going to relate to different people in different ways. But yeah, that could be related to the family coming on over here as well. Maybe you're going to team up with a family member and move forward with something. Maybe there's a plan, maybe there's an idea, maybe there's a business proposition you can go for. Maybe there's just a deal where somebody can help you out a little bit. But that's going to be coming in at the end of the fortnight there, new moon. I'm not getting anything off that, I'm not picking off any energies off that, so I'm going to take that shell out. Funnily enough, between the messages for home and work and round by the family and the family and bone, you've also got love about the same sort of time coming in there. Now, that could be self-love, it could be love for a friend, it could be love for a partner or a relationship. Again, it's going to relate to us in different ways, so take what you will. But the good thing is, wealth is there as well, right on the edge, at the end of the fortnight. Something is going to come in and is going to help you with your wealth. Now, I've already said about the pointer pointing at the yes shell. You've got gain at the same place on the outside of the tray where wealth is, around the outside. I look at the time, you usually get wiggles and stuff, but the timeline, I'd say on here, the centre is now. And as you get closer to the edge of the tray, that's going to be the end of the fortnight, close to the new moon, the dark moon, whichever way you want to see it. So you are going to be getting some wealth and some gaining at the end as well. There could be a decision there for a few of us, which is where Spirit is suggesting yes, with the pointer. That could be down to this communication. It could be down to this uncertainty with the warning bell. Again, it's going to relate to different people in different ways, so take what you will from that. But overall, there might be an odd challenge here and there. We've got our own little inner fears and stuff to deal with. We may get tricked, may have the odd little bit of temptation stuck in the middle of it as well. But generally, as long as we can keep our heads and keep a balance, it looks like it's going to be a really, really good fortnight. So continue embracing this reset, embracing the new start, and be open to receive. And don't worry about the negative energies, don't panic about it, it will be what it will be. sometimes it's water energy at the moment, and sometimes it's better off just flowing with the river of life, and you'll end up where you need to be. And think about it too much, then you can create your own blockages. So don't worry about it. Go out, have some fun, enjoy it, and just be ready to receive and live the moment for the moment. We should know more in a fortnight's time from Spirit by the looks of that. Obviously the Spirit gives us breadcrumbs. If they give us too much in one go, it can overwhelm us, so we just have to follow the path of which they lead us. Eventually things will all come out and fruition will show us exactly where we're supposed to be. I'd like to thank the spirits and the guides for helping us with this video and the guidance we've received from them. I'd also like to thank those who've liked or subscribed to our videos or our Facebook channel, and those who are supporting us. It is a new project. It's slowly taken off, and we thank you for all your support. I'd also like to thank the collective for their energies, because without the energies we wouldn't be able to do the collective videos for you all. So we hope that offers some guidance and some advice for you, and we wish you a very, very, very good full moon. We shall be back next week with a stone throw, just for a weekly energy reading. Until then, take care all. Blessings.